Hi guys, thanks for joining me today on Making with Marilyn. Now on today's video, I'm going to show you what I've settled on as my rhinestone storage method. Now I have a few different options I'm going to show you, and then I want to show you how I keep track of how many stones I have left in my containers. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, keep watching the video. Okay, so we're going to talk about a few things here. First of all, I want to talk about these sets of rhinestones that I got off of Amazon. In this package, you get 12 little individual packages. Each package has 1,440 rhinestones. These are glass rhinestones, so you get a nice variety of colors that you really might not want in bulk. Now when I bought this, and I haven't looked at the price today, but I spent between $17 and $18 on these. So each of these little bags was, what's that make that, $1.50 or $1.60? So it's a really good deal. Okay, so I just checked, and this was $17.99 when I ordered those. Now before I found this set of 6, and I thought that was a really good deal. I think it was $12.99. Let me check on that. Okay, yes, these colors are $12.99. I saw another 6-pack that was $9.99, so the prices do vary and fluctuate a little bit. And these packages right here are actually the same as this here. I ordered 3 sets of this, and now I want to show you something. These are called Crystal AB. So the AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and it's kind of an iridescent coating on top of the rhinestones. Probably doesn't do it justice in the camera. Now this is another package of Crystal AB from a different manufacturer. Notice those look vastly different. This has more of a blue tint, this has more of a green tint. So you definitely, even though they're the same ones or they have the same name, you want to keep your brands separated. That way you don't start mixing in stones that really don't go together. Now another thing I want to show you, these little bottles. So I ordered these off of Amazon. I got 20 of them and they were $21.99. So really I'm sorry, that's not right. I got 24 of those and they were, let me look real quick. Okay, so I ordered them 2 months ago and I got 24 bottles and the price at that time was $20.99. That's what it is currently, and that's $1 savings on the regular price. Now these size bottles are great for almost all my colors. The only ones that don't fit in these are when I've ordered them in bulk. So I ordered these stones from Be Createful, and I got a lot. So what this is it's actually a Frappuccino bottle. And I just spray painted the lid, and then I put a label on here that has the brand, the size, and the color. And I brought some spares of those because I ordered this. It's a bulk order from the Baby's Booty. She actually did a buy-in so you could get really good prices on bulk amounts. So we'll look at those in just a little bit. Okay, so I think the last thing I want to show you about my system is how I keep track of how many stones I have. Now when I turn this, the stones are going to fall, but I have a label here. It's the label that came on the stones. Now I'm in the middle of upgrading all my labels. For example, this one says Beadsland AB Crystal SS10s. SS10, some people say 10SS, that's the size. And what I'm going to do when I put one package in that has 1400, I'm going to stick my label on, and my little line is going to be even with the top of the 1400. So that I know when I get down to my last 1400 or approximately 1400 and I know I need to order some more. Or when I make my design, make sure I make it using less than 1440 stones. Okay, so this is a Beadlands Crystal AB. That's a Beadsland Crystal AB. And then here's the other one I have right here. So I'll just show you this process once. And then I'll finish organizing them off the camera. So I'm going to start with a new bottle. And then I have this little silicone funnel that my husband brought home to me from Walmart. It came in a pack of 3. And then I'm just going to dump them in. Now look how they stick. There's a lot of static with rhinestones. I don't know why, but there is. So I'm going to have to push those down in, make sure I get them all out of the funnel. Okay, I have 2 more packages of these, and I'm close enough. So then I'm going to eyeball where the top of my stones are. So if I turn it, they're going to fall. Then I have my Beadlin AB Crystal SS10 and my line where there's 1400. Okay, so you can see 1400 stones only goes up to here, and so you can fit a lot of rhinestones in these jars. Now, other things that you could just use old spice jars that you have. My sister had bought me a little sample pack of honey. I think 6 bottles came with this, and we ate the honey. Another thing that I've used are these little plastic jars from Walmart. Now, they quit carrying these at my Walmart. And these jars were cheaper, and they have a smaller base, so you can fit more side by side. Okay. Now I'm discovering that a metal funnel probably works better, or even a hard plastic one. So I'm not sure I would recommend a silicone funnel. He was trying to be so sweet. So I'll just put this one back in the kitchen, and I'll steal the one from the kitchen. Okay, so there's that one. And again, I have a little line, and I know when I get down to 1440 stones remaining. Now, before I actually started using the real labels, I just cut off the label that came with it. So this is Beadlin Aquamarine SS10s and 1440 pieces. And I know that I have some more of those in these packages. Same brand, same color. Now the difference with this one, what I did is I put the top edge of the label even with the 1440 stones. So if I wanted to, I could go back and replace that with an actual label. I'm not sure if I will. Maybe. Okay, so they're falling all over the place, which is a good reason to use a funnel. And I don't really want to go downstairs right now, so we're just going to trudge on with this one. Okay, so there's my storage. I think that is so cute. Now, I did see at the Dollar Tree. I saw at one Dollar Tree, but not the other one. I saw you could buy 1 bottle of this. I think it had little seashells in it for $1. Well, now it'd be $1.25 if your store raised their prices. But let's say I needed 4 more of these and I don't want to spend another $21 for 24 more. I could just go in there and spend $4 or $5 and get the few more that I need. In my situation, I might just use something like this or an old spice jar. Okay, so now I am really excited to open up my bulk set of rhinestones. Uh-oh, I have a rogue one. Let me put that up. Now it was funny yesterday because I had told my husband that I ordered some rhinestones. And so he came in with this little package. This weighs like an ounce. And he said, "Your rhinestones are here." And I thought, oh, funny honey, this is just 4 little rhinestone picker-upper pencils. I like to use these when I'm working with really tiny rhinestones. To me, it's easier to move them with one of those than the ones with the thicker wax tips. Now, I love the ones with the thicker wax tips. That's what I use most of the time, but for smaller rhinestones, I really prefer to have a wax pencil. So then the real rhinestones came today. Okay, so that's nice. She put a warning on here, do not cut the box, because you might actually cut through the plastic bags and they go all over the place. And then I have my little invoice. I ordered 2 sets of 250 gross in the SS6 Hot Fix Rhinestones. No, I ordered 1 quantity of that. That's just item 2. So 250 gross of the SS6 Hot Fix Rhinestones. And then I ordered 2 packages of just the crystal clear SS10 Hot Fix Rhinestones. So 250 gross has 36,000 stones. So I'm going to have in here 72,000 of the SS10s and then another 36,000 of the SS6s. All right, so let's look and see what that quantity looks like. Okay, so when she packaged them, they came to her as 500 gross. And since I bought 2 packages of 250 gross, she just sent 1 package of 500 gross. And then the other one, I only ordered 250 gross. These are the smaller ones. So it looks like a lot less, and it is a lot less. It's half as much as that. But by volume, it's less than 250 gross of a larger rhinestone. So those are pretty. All right, let's get those put up. All right, I knew that I had ordered the SS10s in the crystal. So my label says BB for Baby's Booty, Luxe Crystal SS10s. And that's these. Now, since I have such a huge amount, I'm not going to be concerned with where does 72,000 stones end. I'm just going to put them in a big bottle and use them till they're gone. So I have another brand in here. I did the same thing. I am not going to mix them. This one. And I'm just going to cut a fairly small hole. Now I think I told you earlier, these are just Frappuccino bottles. Washed them out. I will eventually spray paint the lids, but it is too cold out right now to do that. Now my funnel has a little lip right there. So there's a few I had to pour out. Those are beautiful. Those are nice. Now again, because these are in bulk, I'm just going to put the label on. I'm not going to worry about it being at a certain level. So I filled these pretty much up. And then I probably have another 1440 down in the bottom of this. So I'm just going to keep this separate. And then as I use up some of these rhinestones, I'll add more to it. Then, like I talked about earlier, I always want to make sure I know what brand, what size of stones I have in a jar. So I'll either write on a piece of tape, I'll put the original label that came on it on with a piece of tape, or in this case, just make a label with my label maker. All right, so there's our SS10s. Remember, I ordered 500 gross of those. So there is almost 250 gross per cappuccino bottle. Okay, so here's our SS6s. Now I'm going to go ahead and put those in one of these larger jars as well. 250 gross is about the same number that's in here, but they are significantly smaller because they're an SS6 size. So I don't know, maybe it'll come up to here. Let's see. Now I used an SS6 size for the first time just about a week ago. And I haven't pressed it on the shirt yet. I'm going to do that probably on my next video. One of the nice things about the SS6s, with them being smaller, you can get a little bit more detailed. or they fill in the pattern. To me, they fill in the pattern nicely. So if I wanted to, I could just cut this off and put it on the side. That's not a bad idea because she has the instructions written on that. Okay, so I was way off on where I thought they would come up to. So I thought maybe here, and I'll mark my finger, they came up to here. So the little SS6s, they do give you more intricate details. You can fill patterns or your design with them. But they are a lot smaller, and so you're going to use more of them. Now this one I think I will just put the top of this label with the top of the stones. And then maybe I'll just take an ink pen and write 36,000 on that. Thanks so much for joining me and listening to my random thoughts about rhinestone storage. Until my next video, bye-bye.